I strike as soon as anthropology class is over. I arrive early to my economics class and smile to myself as I see nearly all the seats are free. There's always something really satisfying about being one of the first people to reach class. You get your pick of the seats. You can watch everyone else pile in and silently judge them. I mean, I don't do that. Okay, maybe a little. But it's nice to be able to relax and not feel hurried to sit down. That's why I make sure to get That's why I make sure to get to class early as often as possible. I don't want to be stuck in the pre-class traffic jam at the back. Ugh, ain't nobody got time for that. Take a seat near my usual area. Toward the front, near center, I want to see everything that my professor is writing on the board, so this is the perfect place to be. Once I get settled and my bag's tucked away near my feet, I pull my laptop out to prep for class. It only takes a few moments. Not that I expected it to take a while. All I have to do is pull up a blank doc, sit back, then log into Roller. I don't have anything better to do. It couldn't hurt. I scroll down, admiring different pictures of clothes and sceneries when I suddenly reach a photo set that makes me want to groan. It's just a bunch of different pictures of Wonder Man put together, like totally harmless on their own, but it reminds me of that run-in I had with that one guy. What was his name? Kurt Madry? I asked Chandra about him when I finally got her shoes to her that day. He wasn't lying when he said he was the quarterback or when he claimed to be a freshman just like me. They call him some kind of football star, like a football prodigy even. At least, that's what the other girls on Chandra's cheerleading team said. Kurt's apparently really popular in these athletic circles. That's cool and all, but it still doesn't make me like him. He was totally out of line when he was talking to me, and if I see him again, it'll be too soon. And there he is! No. Crap, I just worked myself up. Excuse me. I turn back to Roller in hopes that it'll settle me down, and it slowly works. More people start showing up in class as I web surf, and I briefly take notice before returning to my laptop screen. That is, until I see him. I see Kurt freaking Madry waltz into the classroom, and my heart plummets into my chest faster than an anvil off a cliff. I pray that he's only lost or something. Please be lost. Please don't be taking the same econ class as me. Either way, I hunch forward to try and shield my face from view with my laptop screen. But let's face it, that's a lame disguise, and lame disguises never ever work. Well, well, well. I can hear Kurt chuckle, goading to himself. Why is he even doing that? It's not like there's a prize for spotting me in this empty row. You're in this econ class too, Graves? Crap, I sigh. Unfortunately, it must just be my lucky year then. I can't believe this. How could I have not known? Should I have vaguely recognized him when we first met? I didn't know you were in this class either. Where do you usually sit? Today's my first time attending. Is that a bad joke? Nah, completely serious. Just didn't feel like it, you know? Figured I wouldn't have to. Did you know there's a test coming up, like, soon? Which is why I started coming to class? Kurt points to his head as if I should have been obvious he had thought this out, and I could only stare at him, dumbfounded by his logic. I don't know what to say. You could invite me to take a seat. You don't have an accent? Gotta stop that? No. I'm so adamant about this, it's not even funny. Go sit in the back like all the other losers. Hey, Kurt Madry ain't a loser. The what part? The cis hetero part? Probably. Very, very likely. Wait, that looks weird. Honestly, Kurt so far is the only scary part of this. Screw the abduction part of this, where people are getting kidnapped and women are waking up without any memory a few days later. I know, I do. But none of my horror games were currently on sale, and I'm kind of having to watch my budget. So I was like, this is on sale for $10, and I've played a few other love simulators. So why not waste some time figuring out who the abductor is through the college life of a girl named Nicole and 4 boys who one of them is the abductor? I don't know what he's doing to the women. They don't really say, but one can guess. I'm sure it's something not like we're thinking. It's going to be some weird, I was kidnapping him from you, and I'm like, right. It's still kidnapping. I am not one of those people who think all because the bad person like has a redemption arc that suddenly they are just free of all the shit they did before. No, yeah, fucked up, fuck you. Like, hey, oh. Besides, I don't see anyone else sitting here. With a small grin, he takes a seat next to me, and I don't bother arguing the point. It's not worth causing a scene to make him move. I'll just ignore him when the teacher starts talking, and it'll be fine. I can do this. Or you could just scoot away. However, the moment I catch him glancing at my screen, I shoot him a glare. It's not that I'm particularly embarrassed or anything I have on screen, for now, but it's just annoying. Don't do that. Do what? Look at my screen while I'm doing stuff. It's creepy. Kurt makes it a point to keep his position. He smirks at me and starts drumming his fingers against the table as if he's waiting for me to continue with what I was doing. Go on. I just stare at him. He keeps drumming those fingers. We have reached a stalemate. You know? You seriously suck. Nah, Grabe. I think you find that I rule. No! We're all agreeing you suck. I don't have a chance to retort. Our economics professor enters the classroom and places his briefcase on the table at the head of the class. Man, I have never been as happy to see the teacher as I am now. I click out of my browser as class begins and focus on my teacher as he begins his lecture. This guy explains a lot, so he tends to rush. I have to keep on my game if I want to understand what he's saying. But as the lecture proceeds, it's hard not to notice Kurt next to me. This guy has a notebook and a pen out, but it's not like he's not paying attention at all. Well, okay, that's kind of too mean to say. He doesn't look like he's trying. He writes after our teacher talks, and I can see a few lines of pages are scratched in with notes, but he's definitely having a hard time keeping up. Well, if Kurt came to class, he would have known how fast this teacher talks. Still, I do feel bad for him, a little, alright? A lot. Wait, a little. Alright, a lot. Sometimes I think I'm way too nice for my own good, yeah. Class ends and I silently sigh in relief. That wasn't so bad. I got most of the material down and I actually understood it. Kurt, however, doesn't look like he had the same luck. He leans back in his seat and I can hear him tiredly groan under his breath. Everything okay? I'm hating myself for taking this class. I didn't know it'd be this damn hard. Just try showing up more. Maybe you'll actually learn something that way. I take it out on a tone of lighthearted teasing, but Kurt looks very unamused. Geez, it was a joke. Yeah, well, I don't find it very funny, Graves. Kurt slams his notebook closed and reaches under the table to pull his backpack out. Do you, need this class? What are you thinking for your major? I don't know, business? He says it so non-committedly that I wonder if he's just thought of that right now. Oh, then yeah, you def need this class. I'm only taking it for GE requirements. I'm actually thinking of majoring in law. Law, huh? I don't peg you as the type. The type? You better not say that I don't look smart. I had enough of that crap back in high school. The law type. When you think of someone going into law, you think tight suits and turned up noses and stuff. But you're not like that. For one thing, you're way too sizzling. Though hell, I bet you'd pull off a sexy librarian look real well. And you say I tell awful jokes. Being completely serious here, but whatever. What about me? Kurt does that thing where he gestures at himself like I should be honored to bask in his glory. Can you imagine this fine specimen of a man going into business? Trust me, I can rock a suit. Got the prom pricks to prove it. Prom pricks. Right, trust me, we all want to kill this man. I'll pass on the pics, thanks, but you in business. Take a moment to imagine it. Can I really see Kurt doing well in a business world? Sure, why not? I think you could pull off being in business. Kurt gives me a self-assured grin, but his face still manages to fall. Did I say something wrong? Wait, is that bad? Huh? Oh, nah, Graves. It's just that I get that a lot. Most of my dad's friends tell me the same thing. Makes me wonder how much they really mean it sometimes. But none of them have been as cute as you, so I shouldn't be complaining. Please. I shake my head annoyed. Oh, didn't get that? Well, I didn't guess the right thing. If not business, I figured I'd be a good football player. Really? I've been playing it long enough, so I'd hope so. Kurt beams as he starts going into his story. I started playing football when I was a kid, around age 8 or 9. Totally dominated the touch football league and just made my way up from there. I got into this school through an athletic scholarship. Scouts came to one of my big games, saw me rock the field, and the rest is history. Kurt waggles his eyebrows at me. You impressed yet, Grave? I ignore this question. There's something I don't understand. Wait, so do you like playing football? Like it, I love it. You feeling you get when you're running down the field, your eyes zero on the ball, you get your hands in position. Kurt mimes the action like someone just threw a pass from the other side of the classroom. It's freaking awesome. Gets you way pumped up and I can't get enough of it. Then why go into business? Kurt's the one who's surprised now. He looks at me like he doesn't understand what I just said, and I repeat myself. Why business? If you love football so much and you're obviously into it, why not stick to it? There's a beat, and Kurt glances away to scratch the backside of his head because not everybody can get in, and if you're going to be in college, you still have to take classes, so you got to be in something. Going pro is tough. At least that's what I've heard. You got to keep your body in shape, and one single bad injury can end your whole career. Besides, my dad's big on business. Once I graduate, he can just hook me up with a job in one of his companies somewhere. Is that really his reasoning? I don't know if his dad really is some big hotshot businessman, but if he is, wow, spoiled much, Kurt? Kurt suddenly looks around as if remembering where we are. The whole class is empty. We've seriously been just sitting here talking the whole time. Ugh, this place is deserted. I guess I got too caught up in our conversation to notice. It's surprisingly the truth, and Kurt seems oddly pleased by it. It's the Madri charm. Girls get a taste of it, and they're hooked. Kurt leans in, eyeing me like a predator locked into a tasty-looking morsel of meat. Of course, you're free to taste whenever. Don't you dare finish that sentence, or I'll hit you right in your Madri charms. I poise my shoulder bag to show I mean business, and Kurt laughs, his hands raised, palms outward. Chill out, Grave. You'll ruin your face if you get all angry like that. Well, that's what Botox is for. Then you can't make angry faces, like me! He raises from his seat and slings his backpack over one shoulder before waving off with a raise of his hand. I'm gonna jet now. Gotta get ready for team practice. Later, Grave. Yeah, bye. I don't even look at him as he leaves the classroom, leaving me all alone. Kurt is annoying. Jesus Christ, this post-nasal drip. Kurt is annoying, I can't deny that, but I think I kind of get how he ticks now. It was interesting to hear about him, if I'm going to tell the truth. However, he's still a pig. To think I was even going to offer to lend him my notes. Let's see. Let's go do some homework. We'll do some diligence. And so still only 10%. And 5% on Kurt. Haven't met Darren yet, and Jeff we only met once. And I fucked that one up, but I think Jeff is the guy. He's in pharmacology, and the girls were saying they're drugged, and I don't know. Alright, let's see. I'll just do a couple cheerleader day things. Let's go to the classroom. Extra class. Day is over. Go to the library. Search through some old newspapers. It's gonna be my day. Go to public park. Observe people. I don't even know how to see clues. We should socialize because we are lonely.